All right, so let's redo the stomach. Okay, so this one I have out just simply to show you the greater omentum and the lesser omentum. And you can see it's a little infiltrated with some fat. This connects the stomach to the liver above. This connects the stomach to the intestines below. All right. So here's where it begins with the esophagus. Okay, the esophagus leads to the stomach. We have some areas of the stomach to look at. This is the fundus, the little dome at the top. This is the region known as the cardia. This is the body. And then about here is where the pylorus will begin. And then the pylorus will end, and then we'll be into the beginning of the duodenum. From the outside, you can see a couple things. You can see the visceral peritoneum, or the serosa. If you peel that off, you can see underneath some of the muscularis, the muscular layers. And remember, the stomach has 3 layers. So here, you see the long fibers of the muscle, that's the longitudinal layer. Here you see the circular layer, and here you see the oblique layer. So 3 layers of muscle tissue in the muscularis. Okay? You can also see some of the nerves of the enteric nervous system. Okay? You can see some of the vessels, the gastroepiploic vessels. So now we'll go inside. So inside you can easily see all the folds, the rugae, that allows the stomach to expand as you place 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 10 Big Macs in. Okay? You can see where the pylorus begins, right about there. Here you can see the esophagus. There is a lower esophageal sphincter that closes nice and tight, preventing the contents from flowing back into the duodenum. Again, here's the fundus, here's the cardia, the body, the pylorus. From here to about here, that's the pyloric canal. From here to about here is the pyloric antrum, and then you have the beginning of the duodenum. And again, another very powerful sphincter, the pyloric sphincter, locks tight, keeps what's in the stomach from entering into the small intestine. On this half, you can see a highlight of one of the gastric pits and gastric glands. So what we see here is the epithelial cells begin to fold inward. Okay, so the beginning in pink, that's what we call the gastric pit. Then they continue downward, but the epithelial cells then are converted or become glandular epithelium. These are the cells that produce the secretions. So you have your parietal cells, you have your chief cells, you have your G cells, your D cells, producing hormones and producing secretions to be added to the contents of the stomach.